Cocktail, characters, cocktail.
Crazy on that one. I
think that I don't do that very often. You know
didn't
it.
cut you off, and I'm really sorry.
Well,
going.
No, I'm good.
Finish.
It was amazing. I'm finished.
What if you were just like,
Coming up. Yay.
that was really good.
I love it. So today, we're on a rum kick right now.
This is a garden in a glass.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Funny you should mention that.
What?
That's in the name.
Oh. Why? It is in the name. And also from
Migorden.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Part of it.
So, yes.
I actually could have almost given you all this from my garden. I have cucumbers growing.
Oh, I didn't ask you for any. I'm sorry. I had
You
some
didn't
at
even
home.
ask me.
I didn't even. I'm sorry. I had some.
That's good.
They
And
need
mine's, I have
used.
one that's not ready yet.
Then we couldn't have used it. So I'm glad I didn't
My
ask
basil's
for
dead.
It. Well,
But the mint was solid.
so
Mint
you're saying
Is that what they say, mint condition? Because the mint is the hardiest of the herbs? No, that's no way. That can't be right. Why do they say mint condition?
I don't.
Because
Your mint was in good condition. Your mint was in mint condition.
Right, but I'm saying, why did they pick mint?
I don't know.
I think it's because my mint is really sustained. It's in great. My plant is in.
It's a
primo.
hardy plant. You're right.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't make any sense.
hey, let's talk about our updates.
I wish it was the plant. Okay, updates. Go.
Updates.
Am I going first?
I think so.
Okay.
I feel like you're going to go first this whole episode.
Wow.
I know. I need this to happen. Go ahead.
Okay. So last week, my garbage disposal was backed up, and I was like, oh man, I just put this garbage disposal in. I'm going to have to call the plumber back. Whole thing. Okay. Like it was stopped up with water. Water was in the sink, shrink filled up. So I go about my multiple days. I didn't have my kids these days, so I could like sparsely use the sink, which worked out really well. So, okay. So I called the plumber and I was like, hey, do you have any like tricks? Like I tried the reset button. I've tried a lot of stuff, I feel like, to try and get this to work. He was like, well, it sounds like maybe you have a clog in the pipes. Okay. So I get home and I was like, just one more time. I'm just going to see if I can do something to help this before I pay a service fee for someone to come out and look at the garbage disposal. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So I'm on my way home and I think before they come out in the morning, I'm going to try one more time to get this figured out. Okay. So I get home. It's filled with murky water. So I'm, pirate, like the ship is going down, grab your bucket, get the water out. That's what I'm doing with the little cup. I'm just getting it out of the sink.
Save everything.
Save everything to get it out on the other side. So I get it emptied out as much as I can. I'm like, what is going on in there? I made sure it was off and I stick my hand down. I'm like, what?
Have you not put your hand down there this whole time?
I don't know if I did, to be honest. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember.
All right. That's good. I just was curious.
I don't remember.
No judgment.
So I
you
put
don't
my
have to
hand
put your hand down.
And it stops at a weird point. And I'm like, what is that? What is down here? So I get a spoon and I'm like, tick, tick. What is that? Get more water out. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I realized that a cup had perfectly, and I had been running it, a cup, yay high.
It's a cute little
The perfect circle size, the perfect height, so that it could still run without crunching the cup. Smooth running. It was just above the blade, but just enough to clog it.
What?
Just like, whoop, just drop down inside.
Oh my gosh. I have a feeling it's the same size cup that I was using to fill up the ice. Like it looks like that size of cup would be perfect for that.
Yep. And so called the plumber. I said, no worries, man.
Oh my gosh.
No worries, buddy.
You can go and cancel that service call if you don't
Go ahead
mind.
and say, what if they would have come out and I would have spent like $200 on them finding a cup in the I would have been so mad.
That would have been such a... Oh my God.
I would have been so mad.
So mad. As you're writing that check.
Oh. Anyways.
That's amazing.
So,
well, I'm glad it all worked out so good for you.
Me too.
You're $200 richer.
Get your hands dirty, guys. Solve problems. Dirty jobs.
That's fantastic.
So I fixed I'm a plumber.
Yes, you are.
What's your update?
I'm not. coming up with anything good.
You have nothing. You have no updates.
I don't. Well, something happened this weekend that I can't tell.
You
on
can't talk about
I
it.
know. Jordan had a run-in.
Nothing else happened.
A run-in with the fuzz, and I can't talk about it because it was so dumb
We're
and
talking about it right now.
but so innocent in the end. So there's that, and then what else happened? So some friends moved to town, and we helped them, which was nice.
I love that.
Yeah, that was really good.
Did you help them buy a house?
Yeah, we're working on it. It hasn't closed. It hasn't.
that.
There's a little bit of a delay in the closing from when they sold to when they're buying, but they have family they can stay with right now.
That's so
But yeah,
good.
so it's nice to have them back and to kind of get them settled in their temporary home, which is great. Our house was full of fantasy football stuff this weekend. I am not a big fan of all that. I get why people like it, but it's so much. It takes over people's lives.
Yeah.
So get this. Jordan's in one fantasy football league that he's been in for. This is their 30th year.
I honestly did not realize that
30
football was that old.
years. This is a very, like, they were obsessive about it.
Oh, gee.
I mean, like they would pass these like binders out with all these papers and stuff, and it is wild.
30 years
30
old?
years this year. Isn't that cool?
I honestly did not realize fantasy football
Isn't that wild?
even existed.
Yes.
That's
That-
amazing.
So fantasy football was born right before you were born.
Gabe, after. But
Right after you were born. That's right.
Gabe, are you 30? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gabe. Fantasy football is Gabe.
1995. Oh,
I love that.
Well, it's at least this football league, this fantasy football
Wow.
league. Yeah, it was a big deal. Like they had this big chalkboard or something they would put
That's
up.
so fun.
It was pretty cool. So, but Jordan's like, I'm so over this. So it's 30 years, but he's in 2 leagues this year. Plus the kids. But I think it's super cute. The kids, somebody we know, she started a fantasy football league for littles, for kids.
Fun.
So I don't think she's in it. She's not part of it anymore, but all these kids kept it going.
That's so fun.
So Evie's the only girl in the because she begged to be
She's
in it for
amazing.
years, and nobody would let her in. And Jordan's like, I'd have to help you, and I don't want to do another one.
Right.
And so finally last year she got to be in it, and so
She's loving
she loves it. She gets so excited about it. So
Aw.
that's our weekend was kind of
That's fun.
just kind of chill and that kind of stuff. So
I
yeah.
love it. Well, good.
Anyway,
Okay. Today we're going to talk about
yes.
weird kids.
You know what? I feel like I have stuff for this.
You had to have been a weird kid. Knowing you as an adult, I know you were a weird kid.
I'm sure I was, but I hid it very well.
Yeah, you had to be a weird kid.
I'm sure
I was a weird kid.
I believe it.
I collected everything.
Oh yes,
I collected
tell us some stories.
Rocks Classic.
Oh,
I
yeah.
collected slime. Every time we went on a family road trip, I get slime from wherever the destination
There was
was.
slime when you were a kid.
Oh yeah, I had a magnetic slime one time.
How does that work?
It was you put a magnet on it, the slime follows your magnet. It was
Oh,
very
that's
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Hours of enjoyment.
I what else did I collect? Lots of things. Oh, I collected the little glass paperweights. Beep.
Cutie.
My friend and I.
I collected something.
What'd you collect?
You know those little things that were like you put them on your this.
What did you collect?
I don't know. They were on the blinds, so the string blinds. They were like Cabbage Patch Kids that had these little hands. They were like cutesy, and you would they had little pincher hands.
You
They were
collected
like this
those?
big, and they would I had several of
That's
them.
amazing. Did you collect Beanie Babies?
I tried, but my mom was like, "That's a waste of money." But I did have a lot of Barbie dolls. We were pretty poor, so they were only very I'd go to garage sales and get a bundle of them. Somebody was getting rid of. That was
That's amazing.
winning.
I love that.
But my favorite, I did have my first one that I bought. My mom bought me that was brand new was Peaches and Cream Barbie doll. She was wonderful.
Even the name is amazing,
Right?
Gosh, I love that.
I loved. I did have a lot of Barbies at
That's
some point.
cool.
Not a lot, but for me it was a lot.
Oh yeah.
And then if anybody did anything to hurt them, I mean, I wasn't a spaz about it. Don't brush their hair, but they're rip my little sister rip a head off. I was like,
Oh yeah, you can't be ripping heads off
no.
and stuff.
Anyway, so what
Gosh.
else did you collect? I would like for you to tell the one story.
Okay, so I have 2 weird stories.
Okay,
I'm gonna
tell me.
Okay, so I also like science experiments. So math was actually my favorite subject, but science was a close second. Really loved science because I'm like, why is weird stuff going on? And then you could just try it. So one day I was 8 or 9, I think, and we lived in our farmhouse, and I was chewing a piece of gum, and I thought, what would happen if I put a piece of gum in water for an extended period of time? I was like, I'm gonna do it. So I got a water bottle and I put my gum inside, and I put the date that I put the gum in there, and I just thought, we'll see, right? And then I didn't open it for 10 years.
That is so weird. Okay, that's weird. 10 years? You like had it in your room just sitting there?
Yeah. And like I made friends throughout my tenure. And
My tenure.
And they'd be like, what's that? I'd be like, oh, that's my gum in the bottle. And then I had to explain it to people.
That's what you wanted, a story. You liked the story.
I loved a good story.
You love a good story.
So then I turned 18. I'm graduating high school. And I'm like, it is time. It is time. I open it and I'm like, I'm going to smell it.
No.
And I did.
No.
And it was one of the worst smells I've ever smelled in my whole life. And every year the water would get murkier, you know.
I don't.
And I would like shake it around sometimes. Like, what's going on with the gum? 10 years. What did I do for 10 years?
That was longer than my first marriage. I'm not joking right now. That's amazing.
I was more committed to my gum.
Yeah, you were. Where did you keep it? Was it in the windowsill, on a desk,
My
on a
closet.
shelf?
All my collections were up in like a collection section.
Collection section. Okay.
So the other weird thing I did, and then I hope you've thought of some weird stuff, or I'm going to be on an island alone. I also was fascinated by the body and was like, wow, the body is cool.
Should we tell the story? I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel
we
like
should.
Okay.
No, it's good. So I was like, look at the body. Wow. How is it functioning? In my head, I thought, there's all these little people with little jobs inside the body that like run little factories and they like do things like their jobs to go to the shoulder today and they move the shoulder around. That's in my little head what was going on in bodies.
Really precious.
So I got a bunch of paper, like printer paper, and I taped it together the size of my body at the time. And I laid on the paper and I had my mom
Trace your paper.
Trace my body.
Okay.
And then I drew all the factories within the body. Every little part of the body had a factory with little people at work. And the section that was the funniest was the boob section.
And it was a dairy farm. Cows worked in it. Of course. There was little cows.
That makes so much sense.
On each section, and then there were workers carrying the milk.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
the weirdest part of it all.
I was so proud.
I hung it up in the back of my closet for at least 2 or 3 years.
I kept it.
At first it was on the front of the closet. I was like, oh, this is getting weird. People are
Oh my
asking questions.
gosh.
Sorry, but I just moved to the back of the closet. And then I was like, time to fold her up
Did you keep that?
for a while.
I bet.
And then I finally
18.
tossed it and threw it away when I moved out.
I guess it's time.
I kept
That
a lot
is
of stuff.
so cute. I
Thank
love
you.
you had a great that reminds me a lot of Evie. That's how she is. Her brain thinks like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's
This
wild.
made sense. Please tell me something weird
I'm
you did.
trying.
I am
okay.
very vulnerable right now.
Okay, so I can't think of much, but I was very much obsessed with music. My dad was in a band. He wrote music. He played music. He had a band in the garage. My mom was in the band for a while. They had it, and they would go and do gigs and stuff like that.
Yes.
So we had a lot of music in our house, like all the time, music, all the time. And like my dad would play the guitar, and we'd all sing, and so my parents were pretty like they were pretty strict about like what books I would read a little bit, and like definitely movies I would watch, and different things like that. But when it came to music, they weren't like willy-nilly, but they were also kind of like,
Yeah.
so like a lot of kids, I was able to listen to like Madonna and all that kind of stuff when I was pretty young, but my mom and dad didn't really care.
Yeah.
Like my friends would come over and like, I don't like to listen to country and western channels and like that kind of stuff. So I was pretty like, I listened to all kinds of music when I was really young. Anyway, so I was pretty obsessed with music, but so mom and dad let me, they would let me like carry around little tape decks, and I would go and like into the closet and make songs.
Yes.
And I would go around and have my siblings make songs with me. And I still have one cassette tape that my sister Emily, the kid's mom, she has is a really really cute song about a mouse in the house, because we just killed a mouse in our house. So she sang a whole song about it. It's really cute.
amazing.
It's so cute. But there's always stuff like that. I one time when I was really little, I tried to do a cassette tape journal.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, and I would like
That
try
was your first podcast.
okay. And it was like this really like this. My dad was like, "Where's my cassette player?" Because he would use it to
Like in
like
a closet
Yeah.
somewhere.
I'll tell one story about I was I got in trouble a lot. I was the oldest, but I was always like the one that would do things and get in trouble. But my little sister that's right underneath me, she was a perfect angel. Like she was really quiet, very introverted. She never got in trouble because she was just really minded well. I was not as good of a minder.
Yeah.
So
I can see it.
Okay, thanks.
Tracks.
So one time I got so sick of being the one I got spanked, not spanked, but in trouble. I got whipped, and I'm totally cool with it. But I was like, this is it. I'm sick of this. Rachel never gets in trouble, and I always do. This is crap. So I took, when nobody's looking, a whole box of crowns. And she was little. She was pretty little. But she was like getting to the point. It was the right age. I went behind the couch, and I colored all over the walls. All over the walls. And then I came out, and I was like, Mom, you'll never guess what happened. I got rid of all the evidence first. And I was like,
psycho.
Look.
Oh my god. How old is Rachel?
Like probably 3. 2 or 3.
How old were you?
Well, like 6. I knew what I was doing.
I would do that.
So I was like, oh, she's like, I didn't do it. She was like, no, not me.
Oh no.
After she got spanked.
She got spanked.
After that, I was like in my room crying, and I regretted every minute of it. I did not come clean about that until I was married. I felt so guilty.
You should have felt guilty. 3-year-old little Rachel.
She might have been a little older, but yeah, she was not very old. And she was so sweet. And she's like, I did. And I'm like, mm-hmm. And then she got spanked. I didn't think she'd get spanked, but she did.
What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't. Well, I was very bitter because I always got blamed for everything.
This is a lesson. That bitter root. Don't let it fester in your heart.
No.
You know? That'll just grow and grow.
Okay.
So
That's amazing. Well, now you all know a little bit more about me. I'm a vindictive
and I love you even more.
psycho.
I like it. I'm a weirdly obsessed with the
You
body
are.
person.
I was going to tell my other story about Rick Springfield. I was obsessed with him when I was age 3 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Obsessed.
That's amazing.
I thought for sure I was going to marry him. I was like, Mom, if you just take me to a concert, he'll see me and he'll fall in love with me. I was tiny and I was obsessed. But she watched him on General Hospital, so I had a real big, huge crush
You
on
could have
him.
been Ragan Springfield.
I think it could still happen. I think
Reagan Rick.
Reagan Rick. Rick
But
and Reagan.
Jordan's pretty cool.
Rick. Yeah, I think I like Jordan better.
That's a good SNL skit. Yeah,
Yes.
I like Jordan better.
I think I do
He's
too.
cooler. And how old is Rick
He's
Springfield?
pretty old. He's like my mom's age. So there's that. Actually, he's older. He's my dad's age. Anyway, let's talk about a drink.
Lonely life. Okay, let's do it.
So this
From
is
the garden.
It's a garden mojito twist. So mint, basil, lime juice, simple syrup, muddle. Shake it up. We're gonna put in elderflower liqueur. Boom.
Yes.
2 ounces of white rum. Boom. We're gonna shake it up. And we muddled some cukes in there too. Cucumbers.
Boom.
Boom. Then we put it in there and we top it with some club soda.
It's really good.
So good.
It is really good. I really love it.
Garden mojito twist, baby.
This would be a good garden party.
Garden party.
I love it. Okay, well.
have a great rest of your day. I get to go get my hair done.
Oh, I love that.
It's every 6 weeks, whether I like it or not. Here we go.
That's good commitment.
Gosh, I have to. It's so grown out today.
I'm going to go pick up my kids from school, and then we're going to go to tumbling and then soccer practice. And Brooks woke up this morning, and he was like, is it time to play soccer yet? And I was like, well, it's
He wanted to skip
6
school.
a.m.
You wanted to skip straight to the fun.
Straight to soccer.
Oh my gosh.
So we're headed there.
Have fun.
Thanks.